Now, the issue for Ghanaians, which is an interesting thing, there. We will say, producer, or then in search and say, gun. Baba,
the problem of Ghana will be a council.
About your Ghana, you're born.
I didn't tell you born.
You're born, say. There's always an agreement of a visiting president. And the president, most of them, they have what is called president's signature. The signature has to do, say, oh, Bano, and a walking stick in Ukraine. And Kobi Mbaka say, Netuono, Bibi Bano, Yidibon, and a walking stick in the war president and Nisuswa, and also the Kenya weapon. It is not like that. There are certain agreements that the state does not come and farm a toho. Why? And he said, it could even be, I'm just saying, without just revealing what could have been the situation. Or no Burkina Bay, you're inviting so umbrano. Na Ghana at the security protocols at the Abetoho. What the security protocols in that tour? No, I counter security protocols. President, you know, ever share the military uniform because he's still in the revolution.
Okay. Which is
not against the law. Or the entourage of 200 and now 20 people. 10 of them are armed. Ombekra assault rifles. Rifles no mude bano. Onkra Kafenikov 5. AK-47 20 Brent 5. Scorpion CZ Chaska Zebroiska weapon Ekra 8. And your weapon Ekra no didi na chini nyina no 33. The president himself is holding 2 pistols. The 2 pistols, you know, maybe 9mm made by Cheska. All these details in Inano. Also, please let's learn.
Oh, me too. Bro.
All these details in Inano. War security details, which is called the protocols. Protocols in the Ghana government ahead of time, near 1 month. Ghana steady. Now Ghana account as Mr. President Traore, head of state. You come for this route to you. And Yabama adequate military backup as your security. Ghana Army. Name soldiers in 3 and now 5 nebi correct makra assault rifle. Wow weapon no ubetim dia ball ho. Ebi a pacho discharge bullet in free.
Okay.
Which is a way idea ya de ba to public. And I say bullet in the beba. Now we're talking about what is called confidence. The confidence here is that President Mahama, any guy no, Traore, almost good friendship. And the President Mahama trusted the person visiting him with a weapon. And the boy has indicated, watch the whole world, all call Russia, about the pistol, and in the signature and pistol no one home. And yet, out of extreme, and it's not out of bounds. Mati said, Yanko Foibu program their question. People should learn from this. Say security experts. Idea we no men can't want to. Maybe they are men can't. No.
Ain't I do a better than
men can't. Obia Konu school different. And yeah, woman can a Sabak or Saba Deben, Saba threaten. Yes, I near. We are talking about diplomacy, agreements, any protocols when it comes to presidential visit. What we name who Jumano and Kokam was him good who massive. Whether you're a lecturer, you're a professor, whether you're a cyber, whatever, idea with him, don't go there, don't talk, we'll be on for you to talk. And a good number of them were talking blah blah blah. But when I listen, hey, into a quarter class, who could no jam crowd in my dinner,
security expert.
And yeah, when you there's nothing it's not your field. Yeah, great, protocols. Ghana signing, foreign affairs will copy, said protocol will copy. Me too. Ghana Air Force will copy, including where the aircraft now they ban, baby or packet, including aircraft now they ban. Ni securities on board. Now my mention, Tinubu flight or they buy. Nigeria be 14 armed officers from Nigeria Air Force. The pilot or can Nigeria got a president, a soldier. You must be in uniform. Where I try to say. They are not Buhari or flying on Tunde Olu Adiri. Only na me dem ba me last born dem tune. Why madam for?
Oh.
Tunde was a military, he flies Buhari as an Air Force. Nom the flight in Bisia. Soldiers Nessie. Only Ghana Air Force because alien soldier on the land of Ghana. But agreements in Akoso, Ghana military, Ghana Air Force, you are aware. Some flight in Tinubu Bano, 14 armed men or so. Never guide the flights, you know. The flights in see what Tinubu see a man red carpet to be a criminal. Pilots, you know, 2. On your friend said, air hostess. And I see what. Now you're Paja Womu. Yeah, do call. Abra President Kono, your monko Juma home hotel. Not 14 armed men, no, or mercy form, or my young bench, our aircraft nasi, or guided plane no copy Mr. President Besaba, or no plane nasi order. Oh, to Independence Square, winning the aircraft war hall. Paul Kagame, ni plane suono, near guide the Munko airport in Kobisa Womu. These are what is called agreement amoye. Actually, Nina, and Yadia a year for public consumption, say, yeah, betche. In the Traore Bao by the tune cranono, it was part and parcel of the diplomatic agreement.
So meaning, say, the president of Ghana that time, John Dramani Mahama,
yes,
aware. Yes, they dress everything.
Only be ahead of time.
Okay.
Only be ahead of time.
Okay.
Now there's some
including your security.
Obi aware.
Okay.
But then you be some sort of catch up because they don't owe you say Obabeka
too much. Okay.
Shadia Traore or chair president we and the vice president in Okochiano.
No Otunike.
Otunike. Barrett were here for first time. What does it mean? It is a contest between where diplomacy meets culture. Where diplomacy meets culture means that no in the Boshi Burkina Faso Ohu Oba at Sene Mame. Into going to a vice president, a woman vice president, you know, at that point on the mind of Traore, he was going to greet his mother. In Burkina tribe, in Moshi tribe, Bambala tribe, Fulani tribe, name all of them. Obiano or Sheche, Edokochiane Mame.
Okay.
And then the culture is that you use your left hand, and it's an Igbo also, Igbo tribe. Yani have to see a tribe not to actually a culture, or the inside left, no, a two channel, nor the right need the here. That is what exactly he did.
Because now on social media, my folks say, Ubi a young to about man of crown, or Kochian, where you bury tonight, I shall say, Achian is him. You do speak of parliament tonight, one man blue.
One man blue, yes.
Or call your friend and say, President Tosash and Nichen.
Yes. Or enemy, no, or a Chian Yonko Bema. In under the normal French, which are, as I said, managers of President Mama diplomatic, or chair French for now, you go with your head. You head with the left, you head with the right, and then you head with the forehead. And then the French way. Or you do shoulder and then head. I'm saying, President Mama, you need to be home come on. What you say?
So clear. Final point is you say.
Yes.
Person na bought
about 20 krana.
And signature.
And signature.
And possibility say now.
Maybe krana weapon
high.
Okay. But then no, Ghana government, including His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana today, President Mahama, was more than 300 times aware. Yet the protocol of every president be an NSA agreement, you know. But I can also tell you, say, there have been counter of them, ye free mu. I'm almost say a counter here. So we agree. So we know the president now, Bano, Adia Obabe.
In fact, memory Muha say, maybe an amijina pen or mobile fire.
Yes.
Tamwa, who's normally. Cast and bar, Papa now cast up fans, Burkina Faso president,
or young,
or a very young
fans.
It's me fans, sir. Be a do who's a Tinubu Ramuno, can't bar, your friend is not so straight. 81 or day, a lot of them, head of state in the Bay, cast and day, a do the president in the team, or go straight. But when one do one day, or stop pay, and now O see, and on 90 from a children and obe room. A honor fans and shares says it. Now, if you're Crawford dinner Chinizwa, will be as all sang Bajo, who and that's all who Ghana military beer, military police for your choose and Kaway dear. But why a small boy CB and almost share one time then a pistol, Nukuto, true Ancasas, a kuton to town who drew says or Mokotnasim. Or Mama Bayer, 6 of them, a free Nechi, and our Muja 2, and another Kukutan bag.
Yes, and only
bag in Okoen or Saba back.
And you had Eddie Camp.
Lady Campton, there and later, or Momani Bejina actually, but be a quarter now. I say, Hono be our attention, Is it because, like you said, quite often so by a president, the signature by be a true ball, and I say, or more color uniform, how I need city and Ghana for you, I say, yeah, boy, generous one, I said, why, yeah, anything, something extraordinary.
Ghana for showmanship. Now, the same thing, and Ghana near the Thomas Sankara, Francis for Bufuya, now Sankara by Jerry Hall, or by Jerry Hall, he said, no tilted towards English. Now, Ghana and Jerry. Now, on the mind of the French, Jerry was the motivating factor. Or Nikuno, Ibina Valentine Strasser, Eddie AFRC, the same concept, Koye Sierra Leone. What I say, Eddie Joseph Momo. Strasser had that time at the age of 25, the vice president Saad Musa at the age of 23 in the 90s, you know. They were also having that kind of fun into a country, a pedama showmanship. But let me clear here something that would be very clear on the mind of Ghana said. Or didn't true now the Bahana Yahu didn't. American President Bush, Ebesra President Kufuor, our Republic of Ghana in the mid-2000s. President Bush, Ebesra President Kufuor. American protocols, when you be over 300 agreements, 300 agreements, security protocols. Only nebe koni nyina pepe pasani bibia pepe.
Wow.
Obachiasia obeba. Onchiasia ola. Enti maminka ketua bi nkyeremo. President Bush besra Ghana. Obesra President Kufuor. Part and the controversial protocols, security protocols no. Not part of it no. President Kufuor must allow what he has submitted to Makobisa and say must allow say Kobasa President Bush back presidency castle usu then no President Kufuor no office na team no and then the chief of staff ko jompianim and then the executive auxiliary staffs na omo ho no say executive floor no America for best scanning nyina
yet e kuro
or best scanning every room. And the President Kufuor has to step out from his own office. And Omo CIA dogs echo inside. Echo scanning. It's an agreement. President Kufuor tiase. Now Opeso say who be enim who bit maba. Ghana signs the agreement in that. Into a buy now from airport. Anytime now local say President Kufuor. The US president have to sit in his car. Not the US military, CIA, FBI, Presidential Protection Force.
But Ebasa, is that a way as a person? Overcast or you okay with it? By your security never cast no.
Your security never know why. The head of state is the president. Who is the commander in chief? Is that not the president?
President, yeah.
The agreement is sent to the president to review. National Security Bureau of National Intelligence. Then military intelligence, the MIs, Omunina security company, community, no more deciding near the briefings at my president, near the agreement not to protocols not to presidents where their matters, where their mentias, ye near Boxua, and send a US ambassador. No, I send it the Commerce State Department, and send a trip on Kwabisi. Part of the American agreement, 2 hours before the US president Besihano. The Ghana airspace, 267,000 kilometers square of this country, the airspace in must be clear. No flight in, no flight out. 2 hours. Now, ahead of that, make sure what protocol means. Ahead of that, Ghana, your radar, we see, airport. Yani in West Africa, not even Lagos. Yani what the farthest and the longest radar. Flight to Abuja, to Lagos, Ghana radar to me pick over 600 miles away. Yet to me pick up to Mali. Yet to me pick up to Ouagadougou. Yet to me pick it to Abidjan. But what I say, ain't America for Nankasa by radar control her. And on Betina ho. And on the Ghana radar monitors net ho. Say making sure say flight be ama. That are no bush, you know. Africa no Ninam Bay Morocco. And I'm Sahel. Ebefa a your friend say Mauritania. Aba befa Niger. I enter Nigeria territories. Aba. And that's also for Burkina side there. Or go through the Mali app. wherever or factory Europe ebefa North African e dia be room yate ni nyina ase now oba wie no Bush dia oba wie no whatever took place there I will not talk, it's okay, but the Bush ikono part of the controversial protocol which President Kufuor agreed, and it was not different from Rollins what's the name Clinton Diano remember how just 2 minutes all corner the director, the security or the head of security of Kotoka International Airport or a Kenel Mimonidin, but so Tia and I will be Tia at that time Mukobu Sanse Bush Bayan, who was the colonel in charge of security of Kotoka International Airport. Ye Ramukra no Kojan Konukra Yamanen room.
Yeah,
Canon no in charge. American sergeant can get the hell out of here. And agreement now signing Ghana signing here. Bush iko tamake no so no obia ogina tamake no so bia except President Kufuor ne yire and the Minister of Foreign Affairs obia di nachi and face the US president. Do you understand what it means? What do any ba dan immigration or airport, customs or airport, security detail or airport, aviation for obia di nachi and President Bush. Now ya welcome omota Cultural Assembly. It was then monitored by Ebo Apia under the National Cultural Assembly nearby. America for Eba Eddie Omo President Eba Tamakeneson. Now Omo Boketi at the VVIP lounge anymore. And almost sending Omo Kramai. And Kraman so Mon Kosha even Shenena and Kofone Bono. Sanctioning a corrector. And a Kramano. Rejecting Trinini too.
US in Kramano
or rejecting Trinini or Montina or Yasan
Trinini too.
National and you know, Chinese Biani Amono. And Tabani Kiki Chineno. And one said US Army, or ye Sakai knife, Ewana, or ye Chinen or the war a yimu, or war a you drum nimu. Monkobu say Bapia.
The okay, no correct.
Name is a friend of Bapia, Monkobusa on the coordinate here. Almost Trinini too now, quite boot to you. Get the hell out of here. Me say, President Kufuor has Mugo. Then he walks with him on the red carpet. You will tape now, President Kufuor, or no crowd baby say no, or do baby on Timon Krahubi. George Bush drew honor, our 10 or have a handshake with His Excellency the President, bidding him goodbye. No. Now, President Kufuor, quite the general, no quite more. Journalists, yeah, they move good truck. I used to your friends say, I do say, tipper truck and your car, and they do Mujina Park, Tarmac, and so, and American US Marine, a cham huachia, VVIP, a medal. Now, President Bush himself, as US President, or no Kwakotani came out, he has to go through the back, not the front of the car. And to an okwa back, on Timiko be a door, no, Omum Manin. He has to stand there and wait for instructions from United States of America, State Department, State Security, CIA, all collaborated security agencies. I'm a signal and send what to me. Bush call Hona and Coco be in the car, Coco Taka anymore. What the one who see Nante? Boyish and flamboyant. Udru an officer no. Stop no. Stop. Well, just common sergeant. Or instructing manage now. Then he has to receive or communicate into any instructions, no, or be a door, no, now ordinance, so I have America ordinance to na pumpum. What can I shame? And send what to all this while, Obi Airport will be an ordinance and I share the cost.
Very well. Now, Yamra back, Yan Sam Refi, the Ecosum. Ye na yenim say about US and it may be UK na for ya. Ghana your alliance yes. Boom. And Obia so who says they say Russian government and Burkina boom.
Burkina Mali
yes
Niger
on this microphone there
Burkina Mali Niger and other countries on the continent.
Now na American for na boom and they Burkina president aba yen so ye hono no pistol boha watch him say yes. For all you know ebia a protocol we say enti no ma omo church security express enye we say according to you omo for all you know ebi ana bullet crash ne de eni enti say America for ye ni so mo president so no ayo mo team visit Ghana America for who say no John Mahama Wabe one sa brantie yi a one Russian president Ifigbo mu say omo ye close e dey na e ka kire ye no mo friendship ne be ko sen
okay Ghana for ye ko ba bia ye hwe the euphoria ye hwe the noise the jamboree ye ntie de ekoso President Mahama inaugural address no and some okay you know say a lot of Ghanaians journalists including you also mantie
ni na sana woka
mantie
ye ba ya san bebo ati
Ghanaian mantie mutia Ghana I'm educating you and the public there were post-independent 1957 there were a development your friends partners Ghana development partners you know United States one or support Ghana your military or support infrastructure technology and agri through the United States aid USAID and I said the US there no more agreements here war United Kingdom UK or support your education or support infrastructure and then also technology your development partner Japan or support Ghana with technology and other infrastructure and health your development partner Germany or support your Ghana health or help you in a technology and or help you in infrastructure and your country called Holland where your development partner or help Ghana Ministry of Interior Ghana Migration and to some extent police in Niamaniama because of the Holland efficiencies in immigration and etc. And then your friend saying Canada through the CEDA and there was 6 permanent countries Omya Ghana independent your friends development partners post-independent 1957 Omna happy as me too. Balance your budget almost come to my since independent Omya development partners. Now listen to President Mahama or say there is a high possibility sir as we speak now the Ghana's destiny Ghana will follow the international direction of how this country economy will thrive, will work. But let us look at some interesting things. And he said, he made mention of the G7. I would have said the G20. Because all these countries here development partners, you know, almost G7, the Hollands, the UK, the United States, the Japan, the Germans, are you getting me? Russia, only a development partner. China, only a development partner. President Mahama said, some countries are development partners in form the bigger support to Ghana over the years. Almost GDP collectively, I follow from 36% up to 30%. This is President Mahama talking. Now, if you look at the BRICS nation, Russia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, South Africa, Brazil, any other countries, these are the BRICS. Their GDP had gone up sharply to 37%. President Mahama talking. So the destiny of his government, the destiny of Ghana, will look at what will benefit the country and which direction the essence of Ghana's economy will take shape. Ghana went here. So what does it tell you? Yes, we acknowledge our developing partners. Yet, the BRICS nations, with China, Russia, Brazil, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Iran, South Africa, and other countries, GDP are rising. So Ghana should not be surprised tomorrow. Say President Mahama ebe aligning the government and then the economic philosophy, or back tilted towards the BRICS. What my indications, wo who tell kutie betite mu yedede. Mu bia mu hunza interpretations, What channels what line enti wo ma muteti ono. Ambassadors no muteti ono. Omnim de eko. It is not a question of Burkina Faso leader or any President Mahama ever that kind of friendliness. It is not like that. But the president himself also share the bricks. Burkina or nowhere direct or tete bricks. Now, country Mozambique, for instance, yes, swear President Filipe Nyusi, Mozambique. President Putin, that was his first visit to African continent. I went to that inauguration. Putin flew from Russia, Ebedu Maputo Airport. He was billed to be the special guest of honor. Our inauguration, I said. Whilst we were on the tarmac, the Kremlin communicated to Putin, said, "What do you mean, see from free the aircraft anymore?" But the NATO ministers, the generals, they went to the inauguration park while Putin was in the car, was in his aircraft. Throughout the procedures, he flew back and left his entourage who were to leave the next day. It was something that has to do with protocols. Countries be or Russia. Our African continent maybe a tilt towards Russia. Yes, China. I won't call Russia, but BRICS. Emancipation. Or all the countries are liberated and emancipated nations. Or on the destiny or on the choice of a economy. Our persuading. But not that withstanding. No? What is between Ghana and these our development agencies, partners, it remains intact. Not that withstanding, it doesn't restrict Ghana from doing business with China. Already we are doing business with China. It doesn't restrict Ghana to join the alliance of the BRICS. It does not restrict Ghana to join alliance with China, Iran, and most of them are part.
Very well.
And Tiantia wants to say, and yet rubber stamp government, and at this our gentleman who is the president of today, Opeswaye. Okay. Why a president that? What can I say when the mistakes? Why a president that? One will be able to lubricate anyhow Opesa or yen economy.
So second coming of John Dramani Mahama.
Yes.
What are you expecting from him?
As a
president.
I'm expecting one thing. Sir, Obefa strong ministers. Not only from his party, but then he should go outside the diaspora community.
Okay.
The diaspora community means, say, country Korea or the refugees outside Korea. Germany, other places, not the build in the country. Chinese in the 90s, every Chinese outside China was a refugee. Turkish were slaves in Germany. Late up to 1998, every Turkish was a slave in Switzerland or Germany. Women acquire the technology. Wama take your do baby or dream. Brazilians were refugees in America. Japan had been a refugee before. All these countries, emerging markets most especially, call for diaspora. But then I'm asking President Mahama and the Ghanaians said, what do you mean for the party activism? So percent the government
very successful.
Whereas say what you can indicate is say system ministers. System ministers does not mean system activists of NDC. System efficient ministers with Ghanaians collective. Say last time who said yetimi kwa Ghanaian born outside. Emmanuel Bebo Blaster. What stopped Ghana government and for that matter His Excellency President Mahama
to do same.
To go and do same because say international organizations around the world, world-best universities, most of the lecturers, head of departments of especially medical field, South Africa, head of orthopedic, the best orthopedic, they are all Ghanaians. What stops you from picking any of them? Let them come and challenge and do business with Ghana. We do not do that because, say, President Tinubu Abeshe, Abefifa, the party activists, no more ministerial posts. When they go into the ministries, they only know still doing politics, but not to do the business of the day. That one is my expectation, sir. President Onye. Another area.
Onye and Onye.
Ma Onye, sir. Yes, no,
okay, you shouldn't do that. Okay.
Usher the Ghanaians at large.
Okay.
Your professions will come her. The study, the knowledge partner of every presidency is your university. The
last time I said your friends at Cadman Mills. Oh, Muna, I have a band of Ghana. Your friends at World Bank.
Yes.
Almost Ghana for a good one. Oh, more very experienced or more if you can go there and bring them in to some support to Ghana will go forward.
Let me give you one thing. Alassane Ouattara, president of Republic of la Côte d'Ivoire. Only Côte d'Ivoire blood relations on Ivorian. It was then Hofo Boigny, president of la Côte d'Ivoire. Now Côte d'Ivoire were burdened with a car. French farmer kwa e kumuomo. And oko UN General Assembly. And oko World Bank Copeska. Oko yeno. And lomuko to say there is a certain person called Alassane Ouattara who was then a director at World Bank. Ono na na ye Côte d'Ivoire lo ho adwuma. And now ofo bi say we dey no simi Burkina Faso. Sa and how te ha na Côte d'Ivoire ye law say otimi man nationality obi a obetima abua country. And Alassane Ouattara say danane garo listen. Me papa ye farmer e Côte d'Ivoire. E north into ye Burkina Faso. Me pa chow ma me nkopa World Bank chow. Ni anye permission ma never bo Côte d'Ivoire. Ne mo mema prime minister. So it was an arrangement between la Côte d'Ivoire government of Hofo Boigny and World Bank and we release Alassane Ouattara and then man and no man a French Côte d'Ivoire passport. Or by an honorable politique du Ivoirien, politique ivoirité, Côte d'Ivoire politics, of who is an Ivorian nationality politics. Then Côte d'Ivoire, I say, qui est ivoirienne, mère et père, ou bien père. Ou bien ne maman anane papa ya ivoirien, non est ivoirien, là ça, il said no. Obia or ye Côte d'Ivoire government betima kase utimi abotima. Ena odman be prime minister. And obe so Côte d'Ivoire economy mu no build man. Hofo Boigny. Hofo wuye no. Omo law no National Assembly. That is the Speaker of Parliament on the subsidy and a koda bidie ebedi ne papa na de ne political father. Obedi ade anu ye no and ono be change because of Alassane Ouattara ni influence and in the popularity no ni say anya Ivorians in elections omonto ma no and no could change Côte d'Ivoire nationality law eben Ivoirien se qui aime et père. Enti ne maame ne papa anya Ivorian na wonye Côte d'Ivoire ni and no de pama Alassane Ouattara. Laurent Gbagbo eno no di e di ba ya or force ye say no Ivorian ye either your mother or your father and so na Alassane Ouattara em qualify eno na lead ye di Côte d'Ivoire ntokwa ba say man one mana wadi na nso ne nationality as Burkina Faso abaya Ivorian na serve the capacity of prime minister so you cannot render him say on your citizen eno na di sa Côte d'Ivoire ntokwa ne ba ye. So therefore all what I'm trying to say is that Ghana has so much and so many good qualities, including our universities. See, our university ultimately here, master's program, PhD program in agriculture. At what point do you go and pick an agri consultant or free Malaysia or a polytechnic lecturer? We study partner with knowledge partner, country Holland. The government of Holland does not take anything from anything than their universities. And to Utrecht University, only the advising Holland government what to do with agri, what to do with politics, what to do with governance, what to do with administration, what to do with finance, what to do with that. Your university now way, and here Abra lectures, our faculty, young boys to some work university, what brain, Ubetima contribute to our faculty, now the government not national. Yen here Ghana yen use your universities. I will be BMO. And once here they are graduate students.
Obe disappointed if John Mahama a failure as a president.
I don't pray to think of
no, you don't pray that.
Everybody will be disappointed because everybody, including Osu, we have not had a situation of a president that has received mass support to begin with his government. Sir, when you're the most biggest voluminous your friend is saying MPs out of the parliament, so he has nothing to lose. Now Ghanaians, the problem is only 4 years. Now we are looking at the 4 years. Where does he become from? Where does he begin from? President Mahama, my advice to you, you cannot do all the projects.
Okay.
You cannot fulfill all the manifesto. I have a problem with any of the parties so many within 4 years. Mr. President, prioritize 2, 3, 4 things. I would Dimba agriculture 1, health you 2, education, security there you don't have any problem with the security. But then the sanitation. President Mahama will start with government today. I brought the whole circle, baby, a baller. The whole Accra, the whole Ghana, Kumasi, everywhere city, baby, a baller. On the principal street, circle as your baller a good as your. So your sanitation is a big problem.
You made mention of 4 things.
4.
That's education.
On your education. On your agric health. And on the sanitation.
Sanitation.
There can one jai.
What of the corrupt? We say a Ghana food.
Corruption is a matter of institution. Ghana is supposed not to be a corrupt nation.
But we are in.
We are in because relax. We are in because Ghanaians, including you, and I'm teaching you tonight. There's no country in the world, on the entire world, where produce chartered auditors, chartered accountants, more than 250.
Except
not even the United States with all their education, not UK. Obiantimin chartered auditor, not the best mathematician, France and the Italians. Only chartered auditors. Ghana is the home base. Not even the mathematical Indians, not even the smart Chinese, not even the smart China and Krone down over 1.2 billion population. Only chartered auditors are 250. Ghana war. And if you have these people, how does the country become a corrupt nation? Because the principles of accountability, because the institutions are not made to work. But whereas you subject yourself to auditing, the President of the Republic of Ghana and the presidency, including the office of the Chief of Staff, it starts from that side. In the auditing, it tells you, you, even the president, you must subject yourself to be audited. Ghanaian auditors are very good, but the institution, we don't allow them to work. So I'm saying,
and Obama institutions strong.
Yes, we have what it takes. Corruption should not be a discussion with Ghana.
Okay.
I think President Mahama, corruption should not be part.
Energy sector.
Energy sector, it is a normal sector, like any other normal sector. It is a key.
You see a role soon here. A country like Ghana,
yes,
the 2 major capital cities in all Ghana, so we can't even have dual carriage.
Takrady to Kumasi, the West African Highway from Afro border up.
Bad?
It is very bad. But what I'm saying is, so Kofa Road, Obetima Yebi, but Kofa and no bayan the targeter, Obefili.
Okay.
The reason being that, you are about 45, 50 to 60% of Ghana road network. Very okay.
Very okay.
And you're bad. What do you mean? But I'm saying, the country thrives on education. And if you have education and your citizens are not healthy, your hospitals, any problem with our health sector, we need healthy citizens. You are doing nothing. And to win, yes, what do we need? Come there, no, here, Papa, food security is a Greek. Ghana is a country that should be able to produce and sell. And the President Mahama Saminowa, Kaya de Burkina boy ne Dia tomatoes unkwa. Ne make sure say, your tomatoes no, your reserve bank. Your cold room. Cold room ni save your tomatoes. And ye ni season ya to amangogu. Ye ni season ya to watermelon gu. Ye ni season ya to your friend is saying how do we call it? Tomato sugu. So these are the common things, especially the cash crops that fetches money. President Mahama, my advice to you: go to Holland. The Euros, the European Union have rolled out big budget. Send the citizens will be a benya farm. Any African country be a biano. Monko, now mama land. The bacho woman food basket, per Ghanaians. O Ministry of Agric, Uncle Amsterdam, no Uncle Utrecht, no Uncle chasing the Holland food basket. Number 5 Holland farmers, and then Ghana for equity of land, no money fool. Ministerial ministers, Nipa bi Nimukruma, 9, me don't call Amsterdam. For 2 things, parliamentary education, up to now that program, every month to be a Holland government or mark Sierra Leone Parliament, 90,000 for training, euros. Young fan train home MPs. Now many are equipped to the standard so that they can stand on the floor of Parliament and debate. Proper debate, constructive debate. All these things in Inano, we have a lot of Ghanaian diasporans who are well equipped, well informed, well scholarized, well technologically empowered and supported by a hard training from outside. For what by your government, you know, now you enjoy business as usual. Mena me ye constituency or Daboya. Mena me ye constituency chairman, and I'm here. And one thing, President Mahama, that some of us will not forgive you. Your Ghana, your concurrence, your friends, diplomatic missions, Bebrebeni, Chicham, and Fasobia and so. We have over 80 now powered up to about 90 diplomatic missions. A small country like Ghana, Yenishia embassies in the Omedeba. Who embassy or Gambia? Now I'm the diplomats are Koguo, no the staff Bebreba Kogu, win the moment salary. Now we'll be on Dakar. Now we'll be a Cote d'Ivoire. Now we'll be on Mali. Who will be a Burkina Faso? What's our Koye be on Niger? What's our Abuja? Who will be a Togo? Who will be Benin? And then I'll say, who does that? Which country does that? Abra American, Kuran or Onisikan, on Titi mission, sir. Who call Europa? Who were Ghana a mission? Our Brazils. Or taking care of Brazils, ACP, African Caribbean Pacific, and then the European Union. Or better double. A career diplomat, a free Accra, Fancotan diplomatic consular services. You don't need an embassy in Holland. If you have Belgium, you have France, you have Germany, who will be Spain, what may be Malta? What are they? What is that? And now Central Asia, or China, why be Malaysia, what could be Singapore, what are we looking for? So
can John Dramani Mahama within these 4 years bet my magic team be forgetting another than Kwakufado?
Well, I don't think any president in any country is to be forgotten. You cannot forget any president. Yes, President Nanado, maybe to you and to me and to Ghanaians, no, he wasn't too, maybe satisfactory.
Will you advise him to touch our constitution?
Constitution has been already a problem since 1992.
And you did not talk about that one.
We have spoken about it several times because His Excellency President Rawlings, as my maker NDC for paying for, and those people are more about President Rawlings, you know, he has mentioned, said, he didn't read the Constitution because it was too voluminous. When you time and read it, the person who interpreted and read the Constitution for him are not trusting more than any person that he has ever worked with. Jerry Neka, or can some way, Madame Siniye, Shinobu Akodia, Mohammed Alassane. Minya Bakitwa Fidel's not Hubi. Also, he trusted only one person when it was about the Constitution, any Mr. D.F. Or then the catcher, we said, BBI okay, no, BBI okay. Or say, if you are telling me, say, okay, they are signed with my blood. So Jerry himself didn't read much of the Constitution. But when he sat back and now started reading out of boredom when he was no more president, he realized that there were some things that he wouldn't have signed. In the Constitution acknowledged, admitted, no, there were problems with the Constitution.
Mayor Bonah said, "Oh, Bahana men Matthew phone in Komoka." Yes, because on Behame, anytime that you come, and I have 10 minutes to go.
Any problem?
Mamino Mundi in Komoka.
Go ahead.
Okay, live on top 103.1. Final point is my name is Kwabena Usajman, the governor. My name is Farouk Al Wahab, and Edin Komoha.
Ghana. Metaphor. Said the name no Enra and the dear papa John Dramani Mahama esi akunya ne so. Na after no videos be ni pictures be air trendy a man for air bashe the national security no say o ma anye o madwuma ye ni nyina ni eye Burkina Faso for president ye nyina nim say ono oye military government for now. Because omukromo and your man said that enye to say Ghana de ni bi omu said that to abai there be omu de any different kakra na e come here say currently no open president pressure one so kese pa wo I say on chedanye safer yes Burkina Faso for president na enra obepie mu e wo Ghana na de ha nipa dodo na ne say time Sebi Burkina Faso president Captain Ibrahim Traoré ọkọchia sebi ye papa Mahama no na etuo ehye ne nkyɛn. And said the yen enim no normally no national security no omo makwan ema obi amfa tuo enhye ne ho enko ba bia sebi o man panyin ni ho. So the question is den ana Burkina Faso for military president we nko ano otimi di tuo ehye ne ho ekochia ye papa Mahama. Yen nyina hu say otu ne che echia no or the necessary respect bia ema ye papa Mahama. Na mom no the concern is etuo na Bonah taso na otimi de passing through all the security no ekochia ye papa Mahama no eno na ye amanfo bebre dadwene because I can for the kind ni patrimo suma ana etuo na ehye ne nchen no na bullets enim. Well, I know they just say be a national security for the bar bonten and a betrim. Na de dodo na ebisa ne say ye national security no o man fa protocol no ye security protocol no ama Burkina Faso military president na because country bia no ebeja ne ho sa se be cha ne president abra etuo eden ehye ho eye high risk I don't think metaphor so who say ni pictures air trendy amanfo circle etuo na se be ehye na ta so ebi mu blame ye national security ni so man ye o madwuma ye because na nko so many ne kan say no say ontimi nyi tuo ni nto de a mema ne ma event no ana dodo na so bisa say bia ye papa Mahama ne was some cordial relationship bi oh enu tie bi kra ye papa Mahama so betima catch national security and say no one sa papa no one sa Burkina Faso president no e wo different level enu nti no ne current situation nti no ebia omo exempt no from the protocols now onyan freedom na on funny tuo ne nyoma nya den enante and also another side of the story. But as I'm talking to you right now, Kamia said Dodona is concerned. Say a high risk. Any say national security no allows anyomano. Because bibia bit messy. Because bibia a bit messy. Nipa bia nipa. And it was more soon. I don't see metaphor say who say. And I say what to say. Obi di tuo eshe no ho ekochia ye papa Mahama. And yes, ana story net here. A Burkina Faso for president. Mom anana etuo channel because ono oye military president. Oye soldier aban. And until ono ne bain bono level no a little bit different as compared to presidents na sebi civilians na ne to aba eye den eyi wo mo no.